guys, so welcome back to my new YouTube channel, I guess. One of the things that I wanted to talk about today is more mature skin and foundation. So a lot of YouTubers, there's so many YouTubers who are just gorgeous and they're so talented, but they're also like in their 20s or in their early 30s, and they still have really good skin and they don't have to deal as much with the lines, all the lines. So it's really hard. It's so hard when you see these different makeup looks and you so bad want to duplicate it, or you want your skin to look that good. So you go out and you buy the products and you get home and you put it on and it looks great for the first hour. And then as you go through the day and you're moving your face and you're talking and you're smiling, and all of a sudden that makeup starts to settle in those creases. And then not only do you have that, that self-consciousness, at least for me, of having the lines to begin with, now all of a sudden your makeup is settling in those lines and it looks terrible. And then it just becomes a more constant thing, like you want to be checking the mirror. Can you still see the line? How does my makeup look? You can't go through the day and not worry about how your makeup is looking. So I have been a subscriber to Ipsy for about 3 years now, I think. I actually just recently canceled, not because I don't like Ipsy. I have loved Ipsy for a very long time. And if you are new to makeup, if you are just building a makeup collection, or if you have no idea what you want, Ipsy's amazing. But for me, it's just, like I said, I have been subscribed to Ipsy for 3 years and I get so many of the same things now. Like here, just right in front of my face, these are things that this is eyeliner. How many eyeliners does a girl need, So I get so many duplicates now that it's not quite worth it for me anymore. And who knows, maybe a year or two down the line, when my eyeliner stash starts to dwindle, maybe I'll want to subscribe to Ipsy again. Nothing wrong with Ipsy. It's really great. However, and actually, on a huge positive of Ipsy, the foundation that I'm going to show to you guys today is something that I never would have tried on my own, never would have bought on my own. In fact, a lot of times I would get things from Ipsy, and if I knew right away that I wouldn't use it, wouldn't like it, whatever, I have a bag in my closet that I would put those things in, and so, I would give them to my friends, or when my daughters come to visit, they always know they can go into my linen closet in my bathroom, and they can go through and they can pick out things that they want. And so this particular item was actually in my giveaway bag, and I had it for probably like 2 or 3 months, and I decided to pull it out and try it, and it is my all-time favorite foundation, and I cannot imagine myself not using it. And if you have more mature skin, if you have lines that you're constantly having problems with liquid foundations settling into, you might want to try this. If you have skin that's really oily, you might want to try this. I don't have super oily skin. Mine is sort of combo, more on the dry side. And actually, for many years, I thought I did have oily skin, and so I would use products meant for oily skin to kind of dry it out. And when I started getting my Ipsy bags and I was getting these samples of like really good skincare, higher end skincare, really good facial cleansers and toners and like all these different things, all of a sudden my skin that I had had problems with for years, with the acne and the oiliness, all of a sudden it cleared. I mean, within probably like 3 or 4 months of having Ipsy, my skin cleared up. And I realized that what I actually had was, I actually have skin that's more on the dry side. And because it's dry, it overproduces oils to try to moisturize it. So not only was my skin already naturally more on the dry side, but I was stripping it of more oils by using products meant for oily skin to try and dry that oil up. So I was making even more oily. And when I discovered these different products and I started a good skincare regimen and I started actually moisturizing my skin morning and night, which I didn't think I had to do because I thought I had super oily skin. I started using moisturizers. My skin cleared up so fast, and it's just, my skin right now, the texture of my skin is the best that it's, I mean, ever really been in my whole life, even when I was young and in my teen years. So something to keep in mind. But back to the foundation. So I had this foundation and it was in my giveaway bag and it was probably in there for like 3 months. And I decided to pull out and try it. And I don't even know why, actually. I don't even remember why I was going to pull it out. But when I put this on my skin, I was like, holy Moses. This is amazing. So those of you who have more mature skin, I would like to challenge you, I guess, to go out. If you have a store like a Macy's or a Neiman Marcus or whoever it is that has a MAC section, a MAC booth in the store, go get tested for the right color, go get color matched, and buy this foundation. If you're worried you might not like it, what I did was I went and got color matched, and then I actually bought it at Ulta. I just went on the website and bought it because if it's the wrong color or if you end up hating it, you can always return it. Ulta always takes returns. So it's really like a risk-free, thing. And this foundation, it's a powder foundation, which again, if you think you won't like it, you won't like a powder foundation, I'm telling you, I was with you. I was not gonna, I had no intentions of trying this. I honestly don't even remember why I pulled it out to put it on. But I instantly, and I had a little sample size of it. I wore it for probably like 3 or 4 days, and then I bought it. And I have since bought probably 2 more. It's not super expensive. I want to say like 28, 30 bucks, something like that. It lasts a long time. And the great thing about it is as you go through your day, it's not going to bunch up in your lines like a liquid foundation. It's not going to, you're not going to see streaks of it. It's not going to rub off like a liquid foundation. And you can apply it so that it's light, or you can layer it to be a more full coverage foundation. And that's what I'm going to actually show you guys today. So if you have a little bit drier skin, you need to make sure, just like with any foundation, any makeup routine, that you cleanse and moisturize before you apply your products, which I have already done. I already did my moisturizer. I will say with this, if you use an eye cream, I have found that on me, now this doesn't necessarily mean products are gonna, act differently on different skin with different products. So, but I have found that for me personally, if I use a heavier eye cream, it can either distort the color of it under your eyes, or it can actually cause it to crease like a liquid foundation. under your eyes. So I use something lighter under my eyes, or sometimes I just don't really put a cream on under my eyes if I'm just doing foundation for the day, and then I just make sure that I use a good eye cream at night. But this is the product. It is MAC Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation. Okay, and I am NC30, which is, oh, and the other great thing about this is there's so many shades. I always have a problem because I have more olive skin, I guess. So I have more like yellowish, greenish undertones, and it's always really, really hard for me to match a foundation because I don't really have cool or warm skin. Mine is different. So I almost never can find a foundation that is like a good match for me. It's always off just a little bit. I always have to do some sort of tweaking, whether it's, you know, really pulling it down my neck so that you can't see the difference, or, you know, playing it off with different contouring or blushes or other powders that go on top of it. So really hard. Now, my favorite thing to use with this foundation, it does come with underneath it comes with a little sponge. I don't use it. I like to use a really soft, dense brush. This one here is, I can't tell you what it is. Something BS-small, face, round. I honestly don't know. And I can't even tell you where it came from. So that's helpful. This is actually a sleek makeup brush. I'm pretty sure I got this in like a holiday kit or something from like Walgreens or CVS. I don't know. But I use this one here because of the way that it's shaped. It works perfect to go like right in here under my eye. And then I use this one as more of like an all around. So I'm going to kind of show you guys really quick. I'm just going to start off just on this side of my face so that you can see how it covers. So just going to dive right in. And I like to, don't like rub hard in circles. Don't do that, because all it's going to do is it's going to move product around. If you have a moisturizer in your skin, it's just going to move that around, and it's not going to look great. So I like to press into the skin, you know, just kind of stamping, and I'm gonna kind of do like a no makeup look today, so I'm gonna even put it on my eyelids to cover up. You can see right now already, like you can see all my veins here, and just that little bit pretty much covered my eye. When you're stamping your makeup in too, you can control how much product gets in a place. There are certain spots on my skin that require a more heavy coverage than other spots on my skin. You know, right here, I typically don't need as much, but in this area here, I have a little bit more darker pigmentation from sun, acne, who knows what, but you know, it's a little bit darker there. So I always need to put it on a little bit heavier. So now I've switched to a different brush. And again, I just stamp it on. Stamp it on. And you can see as I'm doing this already, and this is only just one layer, that it is already completely smoothed out my skin. You can see the difference, right? Stamp it in, and then I'll get in my nose. And then I'll gently brush just to make sure it's smooth. Very, very gently. Now, my technique is, for most days, I just do a lighter more natural look. You know, if I'm in a hurry, I throw on my foundation, which takes hardly any time at all. I might put a little bit of brow pencil. I do mascara, a little bit of a little bit of blush, maybe a little contour, and I'm done. So I'm just gonna kind of show you my easy, okay, so when I come to my forehead, just because I actually have pretty decent skin on my forehead, and these are the lines, my WTF lines. That's what I like to call them. These are the lines that I typically have the most problem with makeup bunching up in those lines, because throughout the day I'm constantly looking at people like, right? So I don't need a ton of coverage, and because this foundation matches my skin so well, because I went and got matched, I just barely pounce a tiny bit on. I'll do a little bit more right in here, and I keep it really light in the center, because honestly, you want a little bit of glow to come through because it makes your skin look healthy. So as you can see already, this half, I mean, look under my eyes. Look how dark this one is, and this one is pretty much cleared. And that was just one light layer of this. Now I can even go a little bit darker. If you want to brighten your eyes a bit, I will typically do this, and then I might take a little bit of a lighter setting powder and just powder that in. And the great thing is, because they're both powders, they blend together really easily. So here you can see how smoothed out my skin is. Don't mind, guys, I have a TMD, which is a temporomandibular disorder, joint disorder. Some people call it TMJ, some people call it TMJD. And a couple weeks ago, I had injections in my face into the main muscles in my face, the masseter. And I don't know if they just did 2 injections into the masseter, or if they did the masseter and the temporalis muscle. I'm not sure which ones. But anyways, they shaved my hair off. And I looked really silly for a couple days, but it's growing back now, so just don't mind that. Anyways, yeah, you can just see how smooth my skin is. And there's no like harsh lines. You can even just, you know, pull it down just to smooth everything out, but it blends so nice, guys. I'm telling you, here you can still see the, you know, how I'm really red here, whiter here, more of the discoloration. You can see how much darker it is under my eye. This foundation, I'm telling you, is so good. It will last months. I mean, I don't even know. I think I've been using it for close to 2 years, and I've bought it. I think I just bought my 3rd one. So 6+ months of pretty much daily use. The other thing that's great about this stuff is summertime, you are not going to feel like your makeup is melting off your face. So if you guys, how are you guys doing? I mean, we currently have Isaias hurricane heading at us. I don't know. It's a Cat 1. It's not a big deal. And currently it's directed to the eye to come straight over us, I don't know, in like 24 hours or something. But hurricanes actually, a lot of people think that hurricanes are like super, super scary, but they don't even realize that tornadoes are way stronger than hurricanes are. The big difference with hurricanes is that they stick around for longer. so there's more of a chance for them to cause damage, and they bring like a ton of rain. So really your biggest threats, especially if it's like a lower category hurricane, is mostly just the length of time it sticks around and the amount of rain that it drops. So flooding is going to be probably the biggest issue with this one. They can bring in a lot of storm surge. I'm right on the coast of Florida, so it can bring in a lot of rain. It can cause a lot of flooding, but like the winds really aren't that much. The winds for category 1, I'm not sure exactly, but I think our winds are projected to be like 40 to 50 miles an hour, like not too bad. But so I hope you guys are all dealing with better weather, because it's going to ruin my weekend. Last thing I want to do on the weekend when I don't have to work is sit in the house and be cooped up. So, as you guys can see, pretty much one layer of my foundation and my skin is completely smoothed out. It looks really healthy. It's not cakey. It's not, you know, the wrong color. It's just, I'm telling you guys, this makeup, this foundation is so good. So I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup, and I'll finish the rest of my makeup and I'll show you guys. So I'll be back. So guys, this is my finished look, and this is just kind of I have 10 minutes to throw on makeup and run to the store to get my last few hurricane supplies look. And yeah, so a little bit of foundation, a little bit of bronzer or contour, blush, mascara, lip gloss, done. And here is the look. So if you guys have any questions, if you have comments, leave it below. If you want to catch more of my videos, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and yeah, so that's it. I hope you guys like it. I hope you go out and buy yourself some powder foundation that you may or may not have thought you would ever try, and I hope you love it as much as I do. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.